10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, Minister Craig Sanders here, and my partner in crime,
Ariel Prater.
Hey y'all, how y'all been? What y'all been up to? It's been a long time since we've been
a couple
here.
weeks. Yeah,
You just abandoned me for 2 weeks.
Nah, don't do that.
What's going on? What happened?
You've been out of town. You've been traveling.
Well, that's different. That's different. Well, good to see you. It's been a couple weeks since we've been here. I had an opportunity to go to LA.
Yeah.
And I'll just let you know, bro, this was one of the times where I almost did not come back.
Man.
The weather
LA
was
almost
71 degrees, 75
perfect.
degrees. It was so perfect that I was like, how do I bottle this and bring it back to Atlanta?
Yep.
So I was supposed to be gone the 5th through the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
It changed from the 3rd to the 13th.
Yep.
So I was out there for 11 days.
Man.
Got to eat some real donuts, Randy's Donuts. Got to eat some real food. Los Angeles has a great restaurant on every corner.
Every corner.
Have you ever had a pastrami cheeseburger?
No, sir.
Man, you're not living.
Yeah, it sounds decent.
I think I had 3 while I was there.
Is that one of the things you can get from the cart? Because you were telling me about the carts out there too, right?
The roach coaches?
Yeah, I don't know what you remember. I don't remember you calling them that, but
Well, we call the food trucks, we call them roach coaches.
Okay.
But they're I didn't really see any food trucks.
Oh, okay.
No, they're all right. Literally in LA, you'll have 4 Mexican restaurants on the same corner on the same block, and then you'll have a burger stand
Yep.
Then you'll have In-N-Out. I mean, it's everything. You can't turn your head without seeing a good restaurant,
Man.
a good food and stuff like that.
Good,
so,
but everybody be so skinny out there though. How'd that work?
It's more health food based.
Okay.
Where the weather is easier, you see more people exercising.
Yeah, more people out. Yeah.
And then here in Atlanta, the roads are not made for ease, so it's difficult to
walk, all that stuff. Yeah,
well, you can walk on any street in Southern California.
Right.
Bruh, I was driving my kids around. I went by my old barbershop, raggedy. It's not even the same.
Dang.
I went to I went to 4 high schools.
Okay.
So I visited 3 of the high schools that went to, showed my kids what school I went to. I was driving down the street, didn't remember how I got to these parks I used to play basketball in.
Okay.
And drove down the street. I was like, yo, that's the street I'm looking for. That's the park I'm looking for.
Right.
Just memories, bro.
That's nice.
I haven't been there. I haven't explored California or Los Angeles like that since I left. And it was like old memories, good memories. And the experience was good. I was supposed to only be there, like I said, a few days, but it ended up being a 13-day.
It sounded like a whole vacation.
It was.
So,
it was nice.
Sounds good.
It was nice. All right. So we're going to start off this show real different. Here we go. If you like our show, please like, follow, subscribe, and share. Also, if you want to call in for a comment, you can email us. Call us at 470-412-0917, or you can email us at menofpromise2018@gmail.com. So we'll get that out the way. I want to talk about men.
Yep.
The issues and the challenges that men deal with that are not common, but it's a place of how do I figure out where God is when I'm going through something?
Okay.
And I don't see the beginning, or do I see the end? And let me tell you what this preface is from.
Okay.
I have a guy, had a conversation with him yesterday, and he says, I'm a Christian, I'm a good guy. Why does stuff continuously happen over and over and over and over and over again? And so I was like, well, understand this. When God is testing you, if you don't pass the 10th grade, you're going to go through the same situation with the same people, with different people until you pass the test. So you got to figure out what is it that you're doing.
Right.
And he said, well, I really don't know God, but I'm a Christian.
Okay, that's I hope you delved into that. First of all,
I did not.
oh,
I did not.
okay,
And let me tell you why. There are men that are out there who don't know their father.
right,
Doesn't make their manhood less of who they are. It just means that they don't understand their identity and where they come from.
okay. I differ a little bit on that.
Okay, not a
I
problem.
feel like, how can you be a Christian if you don't know God? If you don't know Him personally, how can you say I am this?
All right. So my response to that is, our job is not to know God personally. Our job is to know Christ personally,
Okay,
and understand the dynamics and the principles that God operates in to provide Christ for us, or to provide a mentor for us men on earth to mimic, or not mimic, but walk after, which is Jesus Christ.
okay. So you're differentiating God, Jesus. You're differentiating that.
I'm
for
different.
this- for
I
this
am.
part. Okay.
But we know they're all the same
Right,
person.
right. God
So-
is God. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
But with his limited understanding of who God is,
Mhm.
he doesn't understand that at the moment.
Okay.
So before we got to Jesus, I just called him. We talked for like 4 hours yesterday,
Okay.
off and on. And I said, let's do this. Let's do a Bible study tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Because his preface was, why do I continue to go through?
Okay.
Go through.
Right.
So I called him about 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
He said, man, I was finna go to sleep. I said, well, go to bed, call me. He said, no, I want to read the Bible.
Yep.
I said, well, here's your issue. You can be a Christian, you can accept Jesus Christ, but if you don't know how God operates, then you won't understand why you go through certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the book of Genesis chapter 37, which talks about the life of Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
Joseph,
Yep.
and his 11 brothers.
Yep.
And here the story goes. Joseph was favored by his father.
Mm-hmm.
He was the youngest child out of, I believe it, let me say it was
12.
12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 12.
12 brothers. Yep.
Yeah. He had 11, he had 10 half brothers,
Mm-hmm.
and a immediate brother, which was Benjamin,
Right.
by the same mother.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph was favored by his father Jacob because he was the last child he had as an old person.
Right.
Which says to me, maybe I squandered some of my life away and I
Mhm.
didn't do good, but now that I have this, in my olden age, I have this
Right.
younger kid, and
Mm-hmm.
this is the woman I love.
Right.
Those were all concubines,
Mm-hmm.
but these are the two boys that I love
Yep.
dearly.
Mm-hmm.
So Joseph has gifts.
Right.
He has a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Shares the dream with his brothers.
Yep.
They said, what you think, we're going to bow to you?
Mm-hmm.
He has another dream. Shares the dream with his father. His father's response was the exact same thing.
Mhm.
What do you think? I'm about to
Mm-hmm.
you. Joseph gave him a coat of many colors, or what we've known to be a coat of many colors,
Right.
or a decorated coat, which
Mhm.
is what the Bible says.
Right.
His brothers envy him.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I do understand is favor is not fair.
Right.
The favor that God puts on you is not fair.
Mhm.
The favor you get from your boss is not fair.
Right.
I guarantee you that if your boss favors you, there's going to be some things that
Yeah.
you're allowed to do that everybody's
Right.
not going to be allowed to do.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joseph's brothers plot to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
One brother comes up and says, "Don't kill him. Let's
sell him.
put him in a ditch."
Put him in the ditch. That's what it was. Yep.
Then they took him out the ditch. Then they sold him.
Sold him.
So now he's been betrayed by his father.
Mm-hmm.
His coat of many colors is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then he sold to Potiphar.
Mm-hmm.
He's taken and is Potiphar's second-hand man.
Yep.
Potiphar's wife makes a pass at him.
Yep. He's out.
He denies it.
Mm-hmm.
He says no.
Right.
And it continues.
Mm-hmm.
And then she yells rape.
Yep.
So now he's in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And while me and him are reading this, I'm trying to figure out what is the timeline for all of this going on.
Yep.
Because there are two places in this scripture where it says, for a long time, he was here.
Yeah.
It stated in the Bible that when all this started, he was 17.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in jail.
Mm-hmm.
A baker has a dream. The wine custodial has a dream. He interprets both dreams.
Right.
One's gonna die. One is gonna live. 3 days. The king releases him. He kills the bread maker, keeps the wine maker.
Yep.
Joseph says, "Please don't forget about me."
Mm-hmm.
He forgot about him.
He forgot about him. Yep.
Forgot about him. So, if you are a person, and I'm using men because this is the men's podcast, Men of Promise. And if you're a woman, you could be going through the same thing too.
Yeah.
If you see catastrophe after catastrophe after catastrophe after challenge after challenge after challenge, understand this. The Bible says that God won't put more on you than you can bear.
Yep.
But the
True.
issue and the problem is we have to know how to take it, give it back to God, and let him give us the wisdom for victory.
That's good. Yeah.
Continuing with the story, years later,
Mhm.
it said 2 years later, the king has a dream.
Yep.
The king calls his magicians, his courtmen. Nobody
Nobody
can
can read
answer
it.
the dream.
Yep.
The wine steward says, "Oh, I forgot.
I know somebody.
I know somebody that can do it."
Mhm.
So
Yep.
they call up Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph interprets the dream.
Mm-hmm.
2 dreams. Both had the same meaning.
Yep.
Joseph said, these 2 dreams mean that God is going to do what he's going to do.
Mhm.
7 years of famine,
Yep.
7 years of plenty,
7 years of famine.
7 years of famine.
Mhm.
Start preparing.
Yep.
Find somebody that can orchestrate this so that when the famine is severe,
Mm-hmm. That we have.
we got food.
We got food from.
So the king
plenty.
says, "Joseph, I want you to take over this."
Mhm.
It says Joseph went to other towns, collected so much stuff that he couldn't even count it. He couldn't
Right.
even weigh it.
Mm-hmm.
It then says, before the famine starts, Joseph is the age of 30.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been sold away.
Yep.
He's been betrayed. He's been in jail. He's been lied on. Has he been lied on yet? Yeah, he's been lied on.
Oh yeah, definitely been lied on.
All in the span of 13 years.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So the famine hits.
Yep.
Famine gets severe where his family who has sold him out, betrayed him, is now looking for
They're looking
food.
on. Yep.
They come to Egypt. Now, what has to go on in your life for your family member to know that you are Hebrew descent, but you're in an Egyptian culture or city,
Right.
and then they can't recognize you?
Mm-hmm.
He recognized them,
Right.
but they didn't recognize him.
Mm-hmm.
When Joseph's brothers came to him and he recognized who it was about 9 more years. It was 7 years. The famine, the plenty had happened and the famine was there. It says it was 2 years into the famine.
Right.
So Joseph was 39 years old
Mm-hmm.
when he finally got to a place of reconciling with the people who did him wrong.
Right.
While I'm reading this guy the story, I would read 9 scriptures. He would
Mhm.
read 10. We just went back and forth. I kept asking, do you see yourself in what's going on with
Right.
Joseph?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm trying to explain to him. The Bible said Joseph was favored by God in
Yes.
many places in there,
Right.
but he was going through
He had to
hell
still
and
go through
high water. He
all
still
that
had to
stuff.
go through
Yeah.
it.
He did.
And so I was telling him, you have to see that God is still with you, even though it's calamity, catastrophe. It
Mhm.
even though it changes.
Mm-hmm.
And he made this statement. He said, through everything he's gone through, we only see him speak and make 2 statements.
Mm-hmm.
He never complained.
Right.
Can't say he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
He never shared his emotions.
Right.
Can't say he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because if somebody sold me out,
Mm-hmm.
my brothers,
Right.
who I'm supposed to be close
Yeah.
to,
You're a family. Right.
and then I get to a position and somebody accuses me of rape,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's
And-
a few times that you want to, get back at them, revenge, retaliate. vengeance, all those things come to mind.
And I personally, I'll share with you this.
Mm-hmm.
Man of God, I am.
Mm-hmm.
Worked at a job, and the head dude at the job is trying to get me fired.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I'm defending. I'm crip walking on her.
Right.
I'm like, bruh, what you doing?
Yeah,
Like, blah,
right.
blah. And God said, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Are you defending yourself
Yeah.
or you want me to defend you?
Right.
And I was like, oh, I want you to defend me.
Exactly. I want you to take this.
And he said, let it go.
Mm-hmm.
He said, this is happening because I don't want you here.
Right.
Key points. God did not want Joseph to be favored by his father.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted Joseph to be favored by God.
By God. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a season for everything.
It is.
And the reason why he had to be sold out is because he couldn't perform
In the place that he was at.
in the place that he was at.
Right. He
So
had to go to
he
a
had
foreign
to
land.
go to a foreign
Right.
land.
Yeah.
Because the blessing
Was in that foreign land.
was in that foreign
Mhm.
land.
Yep. It's true.
Same thing with me. I had to move to Atlanta because
Mhm.
my blessing was in a foreign land.
Yep. Different place.
I had to marry the woman that I married
Mhm.
because had I not married my wife, I
Mhm.
wouldn't be in Atlanta today.
Right. Yep.
The vacation,
Exactly.
the 11-day vacation would have been in Atlanta, not,
Right.
not in
Not LA.
California. Right. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So this guy is, he's my friend I had the Bible study with, he's now like seeing God.
Good. Good.
He's now
starting
seeing,
to get that relationship.
he's starting to get that relationship.
Exactly.
Now we read 7 to 9 chapters last night.
Mhm.
That's kind of brutal.
Yeah. That's a lot.
And,
That's a lot.
and he didn't want to get off the phone.
Yeah.
So
Well, when you
finally,
start seeing it. Yeah.
I was like, hey, couple more chapters.
Mhm.
I want you to read them. I want you to go journal what you feel, what you think, date it, write it down. So when you overcome this,
Mm-hmm.
you have a date stamp of what you went through.
Yeah.
Here we go. You can't stop nothing from happening.
Right.
What God wants you to do, he wants you to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
He wants you to give it back to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he wants you to allow him to navigate you through victory.
Yes. That's true. And then I want to take it from there because you said a lot. And I'm glad you led him back to a place and showed him specifically where things happen. And we know that things throughout the Bible happen to good people, right?
Mhm.
That were followers. They
Mhm.
they had favor, all that stuff. That just because you know God, right? And you have that relationship with him does not mean you're not going to go through some stuff.
It's always going to be traffic on the freeway.
Always.
You're never going to get a straight
Yep,
freeway.
exactly. And what you're doing is when you have that relationship, like you just said, you have to give it back to him. You got to give it that, when things happen, okay, this is you, God. It's your moment to shine and show me and get me through this thing, whatever it is. And that's what it is. It's a training of doing that and just letting go and saying, okay, I'm going to give it to you so you can have it. So you can take care of this for me.
And that's your trust and your faith in God.
Exactly.
Because innately, we want to fix it.
Of course. We want to go through it. We want to go do everything we need to do. But here's the other thing. When you've seen it done before, when you've seen what he can do in those situations, it gets a little bit easier every time.
It gets a lot easier to give it.
To give it
to
up.
him.
Yeah, give it back to him to say, you handle this one. I can't see my way out of this one. I don't know how I'm going to do this one.
Yeah.
But when you've been through it and you know, okay, well, if I give it to him, he's got it. He's going to get me through this thing, whatever it is.
And there's a faith in giving it to him, and there's a faith in being passive while he works the situation out.
It's true. It is. That's a big part of it.
It's a big part because giving it to him means vulnerability and patience, waiting for
that breakthrough, whatever it is. Yep.
Another key point that I was trying to show him is if you stay in it, God uses you to help people that have done you wrong.
It's true.
And Joseph had to forgive.
Yeah, he had to.
He had to. He had to forgive. He had to let go. And he had to move on.
Right. Yeah, he had to accept his blessings,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
He accepted his favor. He accepted his blessing and said, still, through all that stuff, I forgive you all, And then come and get some of these blessings.
Yeah.
Because I saw it happening anyway. I already knew what was going to be happening.
Yep.
I already saw this. This is what was supposed to happen. You guys were just being used and whatever you needed to do to get me to the place I needed to go.
Yep.
And to have that understanding.
And that's what I told him.
Mm-hmm.
I said, the people that persecute you are pushing you to where you need to be.
Exactly.
Flip side, let's go to the New Testament.
Mm-hmm.
When Judas sold Jesus out,
Mm-hmm.
do you know what Jesus said to Judas?
What did he say to him specifically? You can remind me.
Go do what's in your heart to do.
Okay. Yep.
Jesus wasn't mad,
Mm-hmm.
but the selling out
Mm-hmm.
catapulted Jesus to where he was supposed to be.
Right. Right.
When people betray you,
Mm-hmm.
we do not need to respond to the act of betrayal.
Right.
We need to respond to the act of, how do I handle this betrayal
Right.
from yada, yada, yada,
Mm-hmm.
yada, yada.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Yeah. Exactly.
That's our position.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw myself in the story of Joseph.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I saw my family
Mm-hmm.
do me
Mm-hmm.
certain ways.
Yep.
And I always handled it in anger,
Mm-hmm.
frustration, rebellion, retaliation.
Right.
Until God said, look at yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look at yourself.
Look at yourself.
Look at yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Look what I gave you,
Right.
and look what they have.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, why are you looking to them for anything? That's not where your
Right.
blessings and your favor come from.
So you've been to my house.
Mm-hmm.
Not as big as yours, but I'm still grateful that he gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? And I asked God one time, I said, why did you put me in this house?
Mm-hmm.
And before I could close my mouth,
Mm-hmm.
he said, I take care of widows, orphans, and those who've been abandoned.
Okay. That's good.
I was abandoned by my family
Mm-hmm.
because the gifts that I had,
Right.
my sister was supposed to be a supermodel.
Mm-hmm.
My brother was supposed to be an NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the only one who did not have any direction at all.
Right.
As life has gone on, my sister never became a model.
Mm-hmm.
My brother never went to the NBA.
Yep.
But the $100 that I took that was given to me,
Mm-hmm.
where I bought 2 pair of clippers,
Right.
launched the career
Mhm.
at the age of 14
Right.
that I
Bigger and
operate
better.
in today.
Right. Exactly.
Who could have put me with Tyler Perry?
Mhm.
I can't even name half
Mhm.
the people.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I didn't do it.
Right. No, you had your direction. You had your blessings on the way, and you needed to go realize that and go through some things to get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Because the dude that tried to get me fired,
Yep.
I called him some choice words that God was like, "Oh, we cussing now?"
Right.
Like, and I was like, no, God, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he said, "So you gonna defend yourself?"
Yep.
And I was like, yo. I start questioning myself.
Right.
And if you look at Joseph, we have to wonder, what was his mental state?
Man. I think you take anybody and the things that he went through, he could have broke at any point in time, right?
Anytime.
And we don't really get the insight of like, hey, what was your mental state the whole time? You know what I mean? But we know he had to be hurting at some point in time. But at some point, because he did have that relationship with God the entire time too, we don't know if God just spoke to him and said, hey, you got to go through some of this stuff.
Right.
I'm trying to get you to another place.
Right.
And he did have the gift of being able to see dreams. We
Right.
don't know
Right.
what he saw, what
Right.
God was giving him the entire time. I would have to think that he had some type of insight from like, you know, like a God insight to say, hey, this stuff is happening because I'm trying to get to another place. Because I know he had to cry out a few times, just like anybody, right?
Yeah.
Why is this stuff happening to me?
Yeah.
Right? Why is all this stuff happening? And he said, and I am favored. God, I'm favored. You favor me. Why is this stuff happening? That he had to have some kind of type of insight and have that personal relationship with God and God let him know, hey, you're just going through a few things, but I will get you there.
Yeah.
I'll get you to where you need to go. Your blessings are coming.
And the moral of the story is, when God processes you, there's a victorious side on the other end.
Right. Oh yeah.
And that's
know
what
it's coming too. You got to know that's coming.
That's what I wanted
is coming.
him to see is that you're going through it, but God will one day exalt you. But there are some changes you have to make.
Do it. Yeah.
So, are there some things that Joseph had to change? Was there hate in his heart? I'm gonna tell you, because when people betrayed me, their eye was a bullseye.
Yeah,
I want to dot them eyes.
Yeah. I mean, that's human. That's human nature. So we'd have to assume, just being human, something like that had to cross his mind at some point. But we don't know. But we do know that he had the favor and he had insight and he had the personal relationship with God the entire time.
So you have this insight, personal relationship. God puts you second man in control.
Yeah.
And then you get lied on.
And then something else happens. Yep.
Do you question God?
I mean,
it's possible.
It is. It is possible.
I've questioned God.
Yeah.
Why you got me on this podcast? Right. Talking to these people over this microphone. No,
definitely. He had at some point, right? You gotta have a question.
Yeah.
But we don't know how strong that relationship was, right? When God's showing you what he's about, who he is, because he had taken him through a couple times and already shown him that. And then the other thing is, he had these dreams, right? Remember, initially he had the dreams and he told everybody about his dreams.
Well, actually, if you read it, they told him, you expect us to bow down to you? Exactly. Because that's what the dreams were.
Right. But Joseph believed them dreams too.
Okay.
He knew that was a God moment. He knew that.
So God gave him the end.
Yeah. He gave him the end, right?
But not the middle.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the hard part, is the middle part, is the going through, is the not knowing. And when you don't know, that's vulnerability.
It is. It is vulnerability.
But your faith says, I'm going to be vulnerable, but I'm going to allow.
It's something about knowing the end, though. Isn't it something about knowing, hey, my blessing is coming at some point?
Yeah.
Now, there's a whole lot of, he went through a whole lot to get there.
Bro, he went through a whole lot.
And you thinking, okay, it's right around the corner. Now it's got to be happening. And it didn't. And then it didn't happen again.
It happened, but it got taken away from him. Exactly. So he's like, wow, again. But watch this. He was Potiphar's main man.
Yep.
Got sent back to jail and then became the king's main man. Like, he was exalted even more.
Exactly. Every time he took that step back, he took
a step bigger.
Way bigger steps.
So the trouble, are you saying that the trouble that you are going through now, that you can't see the fog, that you're trying to lean on God, that there's a higher reward for that? Is that what you're saying?
Definitely. Oh yeah. You know that if you have that relationship, if you know what's going on, you know this is I call them God moments. Like, it's a God moment of something big is happening here, that, okay, I need to just trust you through this thing, because I know at the end of this, man, it's hard going through it. But at the end, something big is happening.
So what do you say to the people who are on the fence? They may be Christians, but they don't know God.
Ooh, for me, that's still, I don't know if you can do that. I can't. For me, it is, you cannot say, okay, it's just like if anything else. Okay, I know God, but I'm a Muslim. How does that work?
Can you own a car and not have a driver's license?
You can, but that analogy doesn't work for me.
Can you have a car and not have car insurance?
Yes, you can.
But you can have a car but not have a driver's license. Okay, so, and I don't like to play devil's advocate. I'm just spinning the principle a different way.
I get it, but you're calling yourself something you don't know. It's just like, I'm some type of philosophy, some type of theology. I'm calling myself, I don't even know it though.
Well,
I don't know what that is.
Let's go deeper. Yeah. He knows he's a Christian.
How does he know that?
He accepted Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior.
Okay.
He just has not been in the position to, what does the Bible say? Forsake not the fellowship.
I don't know. That's just like, for me.
He bought the insurance policy, but he don't know.
Well, what does that mean though?
I know a lot of people
Okay.
in the industry that I work in.
Right.
They say Christian,
We know this.
but they don't know God.
We know this. So would
It's
you
every day.
put them into Christendom?
You got
Christendom?
to. You got to.
How? How do you do that?
If they accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, they're
What does
Christian.
that mean for them though? That means nothing if you don't know God,
Well,
right?
it means everything, because there's going to come a place like this Bible study did that God has to ordain to get him on the road to understanding. Accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior is just your umbrella. That protects you from the rain. What's going to protect you from the wind? What's going to protect you from the snow? What's going to protect you from an earthquake? All these other catastrophes, you got the protection.
Yeah.
But you don't have full protection because you don't know that when I'm orchestrating something, that you need to have faith in me through Jesus Christ.
Right.
So what I'm saying is,
So you say he made this confession and he's done this confession, therefore he's a Christian. And
Yes.
that's what you put most or everybody else that they've confessed that Jesus Christ is their Lord and Savior.
I can only give them credit for what they say that they did. I don't know if they did it. I don't know if the Christian is a t-shirt wearing Christian or if they're following. All I can do is go by what they say. Now, when you, and I don't want to say judge, but when you listen to their conversation and their conversation is contrary to what God would say,
right?
We then say they don't know God the way they should know God, because the Bible is God. And if you know Bible scriptures or Bible stories or biblical characters,
right,
you understand what they went through and how God brought them out. But if you've never studied the Bible, he never heard of Joseph, Benjamin, Judah, Jacob. So everybody's path is different. In his path, and let me tell you what something else he said. What's the difference between knowing God and this is what he said. The Bible's been touched by man.
Yes.
And I said, it's been touched by a lot of men, but the content is the same. The principle is the same. So he was kind of thrown. And this is the thing. There's so much information out there.
There is.
That if you don't get the grounded information, something could be said to you that is going to lead you so far astray or have you having so many different ideologies and mentalities and mindsets that you still don't know what the truth is. And I think that's where he was.
Okay.
He's in a men's Christians group.
Okay.
I don't know how they speak the word, preach the word, but he said he's never gone through the Bible and studied it the way we did last night. He was on fire today.
That's good.
He was on fire today.
That's good. Okay. I mean, that's great. I'm still thinking through I can be whatever, but I don't know God.
All right, here we go. I work with plenty of barbers. Work in the entertainment industry.
Right.
Do not have a barber's license. That's your prerequisite.
Yeah. I get that.
You have the gift.
Right.
But you don't know where the gift come from. You don't know he don't know the history of Jesus.
How do you know Jesus?
I don't think you don't have to know God. You do not have to know God to accept Jesus.
I don't know about that one. Let me think deeper on that. That just feels wrong to me. You know what I mean?
It may be technically wrong. It may not have the connotation of what we're used to or how we were taught Christianity.
Right.
But these new younger kids,
all they get to do is say that I know, I confessed, and therefore I am.
Yep.
But you're not living, no concepts, no precepts, no nothing.
Okay.
We're just living out here like we want to live.
You grew up under standard structures, principles. You worked for the things that you had. You appreciate the things that you had.
Right.
What does this generation do?
Total opposite.
But they have more than what we have.
That's true.
So the generation that we may be dealing with may not understand Jesus Christ or God the way we do, or what we've gone through, had to struggle, sit in church. Bro, I remember days we sat in church till 1 o'clock. We ate at 3. We sat at church till 5. It was another dinner. And at 7 o'clock, we was back in church again. And I swear I did not want to go to church again.
Yeah, I get that. No, I understand that too.
They don't have to go through that.
They don't have to go through that. But, and it's not about church, right? We know it's not about church. We know it's not about whatever, all that fellowship and giving, whatever. It's about relationship.
Right. They have the umbrella of spiritual protection, but they don't even know Jesus.
See that?
It's like
it's counter to me.
No. Well, I'm not going to challenge your opinion. I'm just going to spin the opinion a different way.
Mm-hmm.
The kids today are microwave kids.
Mm-hmm.
They want everything that they want, and they want it fast.
Right.
So I'll accept Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool, but I'm not going to do anything else to get to know him, because doing the least is what my generation is used to.
Okay. Let me give you
and I'm just giving you my opinion.
Yeah. Definitely. This all our opinions.
Yeah. And I could be 100% wrong.
Right. I could be wrong too. I just feel like
I think both of us are wrong.
Maybe so. But let me give this back to you.
Okay.
So, yes, you went to church. You did all that. You had your conversation with God or whatever. Do you feel like you were in relationship and really knew him? At what point did you feel like you did that? And then the before part, did you really feel like you were a Christian at that point in time? Or did you become a Christian when you actually fell in a relationship and you said, hey, I actually know what I believe?
Okay, so for me, I went to a Christian school.
Okay.
Where you had to confess Jesus Christ.
Right, we know that. Okay. Yeah. But could it be just empty words, right? If we don't even know what we're saying, like if we don't even know, right? There's no emotion, there's nothing behind it.
Well,
people say stuff all the time.
I had already accepted Jesus Christ through my family,
right?
But this school, you had to say it, whether it was words or not. It's a blanket. It still covers you. Now, I still, as a teenager, did not want to go to church.
Who wants to be in church for 3-4 hours and do all that? Like,
was I in relationship with God?
Right.
No.
Right.
But he was still in relationship with me.
Okay.
It wasn't until I probably got 18 or 19 that I was kind of like, all right, let me tap into this God stuff. Mm-hmm. And it didn't work. And I was like, nah, I ain't messing with God.
Right. Because he's not a genie. Right.
I didn't know him.
Right. Exactly.
I just thought, and my mindset was, if I don't mess with God, he ain't gonna mess with me. And I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I'm not ready to do it right, so I'm not messing around on Friday, Saturday night, and then go to church on Sunday. Like that's just my
avoid church. And
I just want to go to church.
Yeah, exactly.
But the circumstances I was living through pushed me to the church, and
when you really got into relationship, right?
I was 25 years old.
Did you have an aha moment though of saying, okay, I'm getting this relationship with God? And before that point, do you really feel like you were in there?
No,
like exactly.
No. I knew I was saved.
Were you?
Yeah.
Okay. Just because you professed some words, but I don't know what that meant.
I knew what it meant.
Okay.
I didn't know what it meant to live the words.
Right.
You can give a child a hamburger, don't mean he know how to cook it.
You're right. So this really goes to, this is deeper than even what we've been talking about. People have been talking about this stuff for centuries, probably. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, at what point do you become saved? Because we say, okay, if you confess, blah, 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 might not know what you're saying, might not know what you're doing, might not have any relationship, but you're saved.
That is one aspect or one point of it.
Right.
And it could be 100% wrong.
It could be.
Or 100% right.
Exactly. We don't know.
We don't know.
Right.
So we have to give the benefit of the doubt because they said it. Mm-hmm. We know that when those words are said, Jesus now comes into your heart. Mm-hmm. Now, if he's in your heart,
shouldn't you have some should change, right?
Well, if you're 4 years old,
that's what I was about to get to that one too.
How much needs to be changed?
I was about to say that too. I was going to get back to the 3-year-old, right? You said it at 3, or you said it at 2. You don't really know what you're saying. I don't really know.
2 years old. I was okay. So
I'm just saying, some people are like, "Hey, you can be saved as a baby, right? We put the covering on them.
If they can say it, I believe that they can do it.
But some people wouldn't,
All
right?
right.
Because like,
So here we
Yeah.
go. Here we go. I shared the story with you.
Mhm.
And this is why I believe once you say it, I believe God comes in your heart.
okay,
I told you, I remember God speaking to me at 5, 6 years old.
Mhm.
Would he have spoken to me if I didn't accept him into my life? He could have.
Could have.
But what's the prerequisite of getting to God?
Mhm.
Accepting Jesus as your Lord and Savior.
Mhm.
So if he's speaking to me at a young age like that, I still didn't understand. I still wasn't like, okay, God, I hear you. I know it's you. I need to follow you. No, I was just being a kid. I heard a
Right.
voice. I acted on it.
Mhm.
And it wasn't until I was 26, 27 years old that I related hearing this voice, thinking it was me.
Mhm.
And then when I found out it was the Holy Spirit leading me,
Mhm.
then I had to go back to every time I heard the voice
And then what? Yeah.
and then
exactly.
assess that God had been speaking to me
This whole time.
this whole
Mhm.
time. Like I missed from 4 years old, 22 years I missed knowing that this was God.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's good.
So what if I would have, well, could I have made the choice at 26 and done what I did at 4 and do it at 4 years old? It's possible.
Maybe.
But I don't think
Maybe.
I had the capacity to be the person that I was at
We know
26.
that too, right?
Because I had to go through ups and downs, hurt and pains, and then see God and say, I need you to change this.
Right.
A 4-year-old is not asking God to change something. A 4-year-old wants to change everything that
Right. Exactly.
he wants.
Right.
And so I understand the basis of your opinion that are you really saved if you don't know what you're saying? Did I really know what I was saying? Yes. But did I really know what the responsibility was in saying those words? No, I didn't.
Right.
So we can't judge. We can't assume. We got to give the benefit of doubt and say, hey, if he said it, we need to believe that, that they're saved.
Okay.
Now, can you lose your salvation?
Oh, that's what well, that's another one. That's another deep one, right? If I don't, or if I'm not in a relationship, that goes back to, am I really saved, right? So I said these words 10 years ago, right? I'm still living the same way. I have no relationship with God. I go get hit by a bus. What happens?
I believe you still go to heaven.
Okay.
I think there are levels in heaven. And I think that those 144,000 that never got a chance to get Jesus are going to be on the top level. And this is a joke I heard when I was a kid. And it goes like this. A man dies, goes to heaven. God judges him. And God said, you cheated on your wife. So I'm going to give you the car you wanted. But because you cheated on your wife, I'm going to put a pink door on it.
Okay. All right. Yep.
So the dude is in heaven.
Yep.
He driving this Cadillac, black Cadillac,
but
with a pink door.
Because of what he did.
Because of what he did.
Okay, that was his sin.
He look up one day, he see his wife. She in heaven too now.
Okay.
She riding a skateboard. He's like, what did she do?
Right, what did she do? She didn't get a car.
She didn't get a car at all.
Okay.
I believe there are levels in heaven. I believe that your blessing in heaven is going to have a lot to do with how you operated on earth.
Okay. I'll give you, nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I'm just saying for me, I want to be in the penthouse.
Right.
I had an opportunity I had an opportunity to rent. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. I was comped the presidential suite at the Bellagio.
Oh, nice.
What's the hotel where it has the water?
Yeah. Bellagio.
Oh,
that's nice.
Presidential suite.
Hey, that's
3 floors
nice.
from the top.
Man.
For a week. Comped.
That's nice.
That's where I want to be in heaven.
I feel you.
Okay. We can't judge. We don't know.
We don't.
I just say we have to give people the benefit of the doubt. We got to give God the optimism.
And really, yes, the argument is there, right?
Yeah.
We have our opinions about it, but at the end of the day, he's trying to get into relationship, and
Yeah.
that's all that matters,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get there. He's trying to learn more, and that shouldn't be stopped. Like, you know, I mean, like, I'm glad he is trying to come in and learn some of these precepts and concepts, right, of how to live right and do the things, and when you are challenged, how to respond to that. So, and that at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do.
Well, let me finish. I gotta give you today's conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So he calls me and he says, "Hey, I got hit with a bat again."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I'm finna get hit with another bat. What do I do?" And I said, "Well, remember the story last night. God was always with him.
Always.
He didn't save him from any calamity.
Right.
He allowed him to go through what he needed to go through." I said, "This is what you need to do. You need to take the bat that hit you, give it to God, keep on moving.
Mm-hmm.
If you know another bat is coming, take that bat, get hit with it, give it to God, keep on moving."
Yep.
This is what he said. He said, "It's ironic that you say that because I just keep hearing, keep moving,
Okay.
keep moving."
That's great.
And I said, "Well, how long have you been hearing that?" And he said, "I've been hearing that for a long time." And I said, "Watch this. If that was God speaking to you, he's been telling you to keep moving for a long time."
For a while.
Because what did we see with Joseph?
Mhm.
Joseph kept moving. Even though he went up and went down, he still went up, he went down. His success story was not stable until he got to the place where God wanted him to be.
Right.
And my man today said, "God's been speaking to me this whole time, and I didn't know it was God."
Yep.
He said, "If you didn't show me that we could go through stuff,
Right.
and God knows what's going on, I can keep moving because I now know that everything I'm going through, there's a whole nother side."
Something. Yeah. Something else.
Then he gonna ask me when we reading the Bible again. I said, "Bro, I'm tired from last night." And I told him, "Just pick the Bible up and read.
Read. Yeah. It's there for you.
It's there. Yeah. I just picked the story out because I wanted you to see that bad things happen to good people.
Exactly. Yep.
But your
Lesson
blessing
over and over and over again. There's so many of those lessons.
So if you have a comment or you want to call in, the number is 470-412-0917, or you can email us at menofpromise2018@gmail.com. It's important for us to have these conversations because, and again, this is unscripted. Like, we came up with this topic as we came on the air, but the conversation is good because if you're gonna succeed, if you're gonna have a relationship, if you're gonna accept that there is a God, know that he is always there. And there are people who are favored, and they've been favored based on their calamity, based on their challenge, based on what somebody has done to them.
Yep.
And there's not only favor, but everybody goes through something, and how you deal with it.
That's how you deal with it.
And if you don't get past it, you're going to deal with it again. And that was one thing that I told him. I said, if you don't pass the test at home, you're going to deal with that same issue with the guy at your school or the guy that you work for.
Yeah.
And so God is trying to get something in you to change you so that when you see this attack coming, you don't respond the same way. You respond in a godly way.
Right.
And he was like, "You right, you right, you right." So, barbershop talk. Men's conversation.
Yep.
Let me share with you what happened to me when I was in California.
Okay.
4th of July, I called one of my, I'm gonna call him a little homie, little brother, who frequent my barbershop. When I left in 2000, this man didn't get a haircut for 15 years because he wouldn't let nobody else cut his hair. Always kept in contact with him. Seen him about 7 years ago. Facebook friends, whatever. And he hits me on Facebook one day and he was like, "Man, you 100, you my dude. I ain't never had no big brother. You was my big brother. Thanks for the information you gave me. It really helped me in life.
Okay.
You know, things ain't perfect, but I know I have the relationship with God that I have based on what you told me."
Right.
So I go over there and let me give you the scenery. He lives on a hill, and the view of the city is from left all the way to right. You can see from almost Hollywood to South Central LA.
Oh, wow.
So when the fireworks were going off, you know, when you do fireworks at your house, you just basically looking up or to the right or to the side. We were looking like this.
See him over there, see him right there. Yep, exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
So he said, Craig, he said, I want to celebrate the big brother you've been to me. Finna call all the homies and throw you a pool party on Sunday.
Okay.
So I was like, cool. Now, mind you, I was only supposed to be in LA from Wednesday to Sunday. Right. So I'm like, dang, if you do it on Sunday,
I'll be out of here.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna extend it till Tuesday. So I extended it to Tuesday. So he was like, taco and pool party. So I was like, cool. He said 12 o'clock. So I went shopping, bought a bunch of food, went to his house, helped cook, helped set everything up.
Yep.
My man said, mi casa, su casa.
Okay.
So I'm washing dishes. I'm doing this like it's mine.
Yep.
My brother calls me. No. My brother said, hey, what you doing? I said, we had a pool party. And he said, can I come? So I went to him and I said, bro, I'll never disrespect your house, but can my brother come? Yeah. He said, man, this your pool party.
Okay.
Invite who you want.
Right.
So I'm thinking my brother and his girlfriend is coming. So my brother girlfriend texted me and said, can I bring the kids?
Oh, wow.
So I went to Jamal. What up, Maul?
Yeah.
I said, Maul, do you mind if my brother kids come? He said, bro, I told you this your house. Right. This your pool party. You invite whoever you want to.
Yeah.
My brother came with him, his girlfriend, his 15, 18. He came with like 8 people.
Oh, man.
9 people. No, it was all good, bro.
It was all good?
When my brother Jamal said, mi casa, su casa.
Yep.
He meant it 100%.
Okay. All right. That's great.
I brought food. We had just enough food for everybody. Probably about 15 or 20 people. Okay. Small. And we laughed, we played, we joked. And I went to him and I said, bro, nobody ever celebrates me like that.
That's great. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
He said, dog, you deserve it, bro, because you don't know.
Right. No, that's great, man.
It was good.
Great. That's great.
It was
great story.
It was great. It was it was icing on the cake.
Yeah.
So before everybody left, I started cleaning up. And he said, Craig, why are you cleaning up? I said, su casa, mi casa.
Right.
Bro, everybody fell out. I said, he told me that his house was my
house.
So I'm telling him.
I'm cleaning it up. Right.
Exactly. I washed the dishes.
That's great.
I showed appreciation for people who appreciate me.
Yeah.
And it was just nice to be celebrated.
Yeah.
And even in the celebration, if he say it's my house, then I'm still responsible. Like his wife was carrying stuff, and I'm like, stop.
Right.
So here we go. I'm washing dishes. She said, don't wash dishes. I said, no, I'm washing dishes. She said, well, leave me some. I said, you know what? I'm finna leave you all the clean dishes in the house. You gonna have some dishes, but they gonna be clean.
Right.
All you gotta do is put them up. And that's what, when you understand respect, you give respect back.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not cooking at your house. I'm telling you right now, you better have somebody serve me when you celebrate me, bro. I'm telling you. When your next anniversary?
Oh, yeah. It just passed. So, we got another whole year.
You have a party.
Not for the anniversary.
You should have a party and say, this is the man.
Yep. Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, we don't want to have that conversation. All right. So, conclusion. Yeah. What's your conclusion for today?
I thought it was a great conversation. But it's just showing once again that, I think, man, the biggest thing is we all go through stuff. Everybody goes through stuff all the time. And it's just how we deal with it.
Right.
That's really what it comes down to, and how we approach it and how we get through it.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. And that's why that relationship is so important, because you know what's at the end of this if you have that relation. If you don't, then I don't know how you get to that.
You don't. You continue being who you are.
Right.
And it gets worse
Mm-hmm.
because you don't have the hands to fix it. And then you get to a point of wanting to give up. And then
you would definitely want to give up.
And then somebody says, hey, come to church with me. I want you to see. And then that's how they're exposed to God when they can't do no more. And I've been there.
Yeah. Right.
Everybody's been there. We talked about the Christian issue.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about.
We're not going to solve it here.
No, we're not. It's never going to be solved. I think that our position as Christians have to be different from what we were taught. Because even though the Bible said God stays the same, society changes. Mm-hmm. Topographical areas change. No. Understanding changes. Mm-hmm. The way the word is being preached is not the same way it was being preached 10 years ago. So there's a progression. Mm-hmm. And we have to adjust to the progression as much as we accepted the progression, because our progression was different from nowadays progression.
It's true. Yeah.
And so I think we have to be a little less dogmatic and a little more open-minded.
I get that. And I get that. And I really feel like God does what God needs to do.
Exactly.
And I'm out of that. Yeah. You know, whatever it is. Yeah. I just think you gotta have a relationship. I think relationships
you have to.
Very important.
I don't think. Well, Jesus said there were people who say, my name, and I'm gonna say I didn't know you.
Right.
There's the answer right there.
There it is.
There's the answer right there. But does not knowing me mean you didn't accept Jesus Christ and you still use? I mean, because who stubs their toe and don't say Jesus Christ?
Right. Exactly. We hear that all the time, right?
We don't know.
So we don't. And like I said, at the end of the day, I let God handle that.
There you go.
All I know is what I know, and that I'm glad I'm here.
Right.
But all the other, like I said, philosophy, dogma, all that stuff. Right. It doesn't really mean that much to me because I know I'm in a relationship. Right. So it's like, hey, when you're in a relationship, I don't really care about all that other stuff. I know how he talks to me. Right.
Here's a point that we didn't come up. What about the people that's in a relationship but still choose to do wrong?
Well, that happens too, though, right? But we know all you can hope is that because they do wrong, but that relationship between them and God.
Yeah, and all we have to do is pray for them.
That's it. Like, we're out of it, right?
All right. Yes, we're out of it. We're gonna get out of this podcast, and I got something for you.
Okay.
I got something for you. Have you ever had boneless ribs?
No.
Do you know what boneless ribs are? Okay, well, good. Because I have some at my house.
Okay.
And I want to give you a couple of these boneless ribs.
Yeah.
And let you taste test these. And then, I just want to bless you, bro.
All right.
I just want to bless you. All right. This has been a good conversation.
Yeah, it's been good.
Good back and forth. Good banter.
It's been good today.
It's been good today. We hadn't seen each other in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Got a whole vacation in.
But yes, to God be the glory.
Yep.
Again, this podcast is not set up to force you or push you on any religion, on Christianity. All we're doing is basically giving you our opinions, thoughts, and experiences and how Christianity has blessed us.
True.
My goal here is not to save anybody. My goal is not to point to any churches, but just talk about a conversation, because in life, because the real conversation I want to have is, what do you do when you don't know what to do?
Exactly. Right.
What do you do?
What do you do? Who do you reach out to? What can you do? Yes. When the world is against you, when things keep happening. Yes.
And if you don't know God, you don't know what to do.
Don't know what to do.
And I think that's the situation that my buddy was in. Is he has the key to God, but he doesn't open the door.
Right.
He has not opened
that door now.
He's opened that door now. And so that's what I wanted to talk about, but it just didn't come out that way today. But same thing. If you don't know what to do, what do you do? You got to talk to somebody. You got to stay cool, calm, collected. You got to know that you will overcome this and that God will see you through. And until you come into that relationship or understanding and get ready to yield that to God, you're only going to have the same answer that you can come up with, which is self-medicating.
Yep.
Which
Trying to solve it. Yep.
Which you can't pull your appendix out.
Yeah, exactly.
You seen that commercial where this guy said,
"Oh yeah, where he
shouldn't have tried to pull my appendix out. Yeah. You can't even take the pain." You know what I'm saying? But I've self-medicated and thinking that I was doing the right thing is only based on what I knew. Right. And when I came into a relationship and I saw different things, then I was able to make a different change, make a different assumption and a different way of getting out of what I couldn't handle.
Right.
So with that being said, we're going to end this podcast. We will see you guys next week. Don't forget, like, follow, share. If you know somebody who this conversation may bless them, share it with them.
Yep.
We appreciate you guys. Peace.